Hi, I'm Dr. Marla Shapiro. I'm the past president of the North American Menopause Society, and I sit on the Board of Trustees. And I'm joined with another fellow member of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Nanette Santoro. Tell us what you do.
Well, I'm the chair of the OBGYN department at the University of Colorado at Denver. I'm a reproductive endocrinologist, and my practice specializes in menopause and infertility. Most of my research is also in the area of menopause and the menopause transition.
So let's talk about a topic that every woman in perimenopause and menopause will come to their health provider with at some point: weight gain. Is it inevitable that there is weight gain around menopause?
Unfortunately, it is inevitable. I think there's a couple of things that women can do to mitigate weight gain, and we are learning more all the time about strategies that may help, along with some interesting basic biology as well.
So why is it? What happens at menopause that all of a sudden there is that shift in weight?
Well, for some women, it's the perfect storm. Metabolism slows with aging, so aging alone is going to slow metabolism, and many women will notice that their male partners will get a beer belly that starts in their late 20s to early 30s, so men tend to thicken in the middle earlier. For women, it's more abrupt, but that seems to happen in the mid-40s. Metabolism slows at the same time, and then when you add some of the changes in hormones to that mixture, for some women this can result in explosive growth that's hard to control.
Now, some women will say, my weight is the same, but it seems to be in different places. Is that true?
And that is true. The weight gain that happens that's almost universal is that there's a thickening around the waist. And every woman will have that no matter how slender she begins the transition. So that's a very difficult battle to fight, and in many ways a losing battle for most women. If you're one of those lucky few who could fit into the same clothes you did when you were in your 20s, you're going to have to loosen that waist a little bit.
So is it more than just the number on the scale? Is there something different that's happening to your body with this weight gain?
The other changes that some women may notice is that their lean to fat ratio may also change. So without a lot of attention to physical activity and maintaining muscle mass, some women will gain more fat to lean. As the muscle decreases, fat will replace it. And that may feel different to women. My clinical impression is that women feel that their clothes feel tighter, even if their weight hasn't changed, because their body is losing some of the firmness.
So in terms of us as healthcare providers, what can we offer the women in our practice who are impacted by this and generally not too pleased?
Well, with the changes in metabolism and the changes in hormones also come symptoms. So some of the things we can do is treat the symptoms, because if on top of all of these other changes you are not sleeping, you're going to have a very difficult time controlling your weight. If your hot flashes are waking you up, it will be much, much harder. We know there's a strong relationship between weight, sleep, and metabolic syndrome. And addressing those issues, particularly hot flashes and sleep issues, with or without hormones, whatever therapy is going to work, is very important to help keep that woman on track. And maybe the best you can do as they're going through the transition is prevent further weight gain and have them hold the line. Many women seem to be able, after menopause is over and the worst of their symptoms have improved, to be able to attack the problem using some of the more traditional methods.
So if a woman has intractable hot flashes, night sweats, has an indication to go on to menopausal hormone therapy, will that hormone therapy impact her weight gain?
It's going to help her sleep, and it's probably not going to have any short-term effect on her weight gain. She won't gain, she won't lose. There isn't any magic pill here.
So as healthcare providers, is there a level of optimism and advice that we can offer our patients that will help them combat this?
I think stopping the weight gain may be the best thing that we can do. I think it may not be realistic to promise people that there are magic treatments out there. There are two new things, we're actually going to learn about them at the meeting over the next couple of days, that may actually offer some hope to women, because some of the weight changes seem to be related to circadian disruptions. And there is some evidence now that if feeding is restricted to a certain number of hours during the day, and the empiric thing that was chosen was 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and people overnight fast, that long period of overnight fasting may help restore some of the day-night rhythms, may actually improve mood, will improve sleep, and makes it much easier for people to lose weight. So that's one technique that may help. It's very important for women who have metabolic syndrome at the time of menopause to address that metabolic syndrome. Any tendency to diabetes can be treated, and that can easily be treated with a commonly used diabetic medication, metformin. It's been out for decades and decades, and that may roll back some of the insulin resistance, because as you gain weight, you become more insulin resistant, you get hungrier, you eat more insulin resistance. It's a feed-forward loop. Metformin can stop that. So that group of women, I think there's a lot of hope for them, and that's also something that's going to be talked about at the meeting this week, that addressing that and treating that may really help those women get a handle on the weight gain. So I don't want to sound like a total pessimist.
I think it's important for us as healthcare providers to be realistic, but for many women, understanding that metabolic rate does slow down, so changing their pattern of eating, increasing their exercise, important advice?
Yes, yes, that's always good advice.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay, thank you.